Hey everyone, this is Brian from Provision Studios, and today we are going to do a video that is going to show my process of working with outsourced tracks. So basically, I have a song I wrote. I've contacted a couple friends of mine who are really good musicians and asked them if they would collaborate with me on the song. So part of that process is file sharing over the internet. I send a mix, they send me back the tracks, as they would hear it. I've been doing that, working like that for several years now. So the people that I work with, I found that they make it real easy for me because, for one, they're professional, they're focused. And the quality, but more importantly than the fact that they're professional, is the quality of work that they send doesn't leave much room for me to have to edit or ask for retracking. So anyway, today we're looking at guitar tracks that were sent into a song that I wrote. The song is called Low, and my friend sent in some guitar tracks. So we're going to dive into Pro Tools, and I'm going to show the process that I would use to working with outsourced tracks. Again, in this case today, it's guitar. So let's dive right in. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to import the audio. So I've got the bass track here, I've got the vocals right here, and then right after the vocals, I'm going to want to put the guitars right here. So I select the track that I want them to go after, and I'm going to go File, Import Audio, and here are the guitar tracks. I'm going to select them all. I am going to copy them to my audio folder, and right now it's processing those audio tracks to be allowed to be flown right into here. All right, so we want new tracks right at the selection. So okay, so all right, so here are the guitar tracks. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 guitar tracks. First thing I'm going to do is color code them so that they stand out from the rest of the mix. Let's go right here. Yeah, there we go. That's a good color. All right, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to create a VCA master track, like so. I'm going to call it Guitar VCA. All right, and then I'm going to go back and reselect the 6 guitar tracks. I'm going to create a new group. I'm going to call this guitar group. And then I'm just going to put guitar VCA in parentheses. And then here under VCA, I'm going to select that guitar VCA group, or guitar VCA track we just created, and click OK. All right. And the first thing I'm going to do is going to turn it down. All right. I'm now going to route all of these audio tracks to a new stereo aux input. I'm going to call it guitar bus. Alright, so here's that new guitar bus. I'm going to drag it down. So I'm going to solo safe it by hitting Command Solo. I'm going to route it to my submix. And there we go. We're ready. So we have our 6 guitar tracks running through a VCA. You can see the VCA controls all the volume of the tracks at once. And they are routed into this guitar bus, which goes into the submix. So that's exactly what we want. All right, let's now look at the edit window. So, all right, I was selected on the verse. So, all right, I have group selected. So by that, if I selected something, I'm only going to get one track. By highlighting the group, when I select something, all the tracks in the group respond accordingly. So now I was able to drag everything right to the beginning. All right, so now I want to do is I want to get my tracks, disable group, in order. So looking at what we have a guitar left. Let's select just that track. So I want to take that, move it up top. So that comes in first. That's our intro. Then guitar right. They are both, these are stereo tracks, both pan left and right, but he says this is guitar left. So I'm going to take my right channel, move it to the left. I'm going to take my right channel, move it to the right. Okay. Next, we're going to scroll down. All right. So then next we got, in the chorus, these two guitars come in. Again, we got left and right. But as I'm seeing here, I've got guitar here from that we just brought in. So I'm not going to move these hard left and hard right. Let's say we go maybe, how about 65? There we go. Same thing over here. We'll go to the right. 65. That way we'll have a little bit of spread. It won't be hard left, hard right, hard left, hard right. Get that up to 65. Awesome. All right, so that's that. Then next we've got chorus 2. All right, so then these guitars come in here. This is the lead section. So these are melody guitar. So let's move them left and right. We'll listen to them to see actually what's on there. See if there's something maybe different we can do with them once we get to that point. And then at the end, those guitars come back. All right, very good. All right, so I wrote the song so I kind of know how it's supposed to go. There is a hard break at the end of each, in the chorus, at the end of each line. So I'm going to want to enable my group again. Go to the chorus section. Again, this is all before I've even listened to what I got. I'm going to take all these out. Go to the second chorus. Take them out. All right. The lead section. The lead section is, in fact, the chorus section, but with a guitar lead there instead. So again, this is just general housekeeping, making sure that anywhere that there is not supposed to be guitar, let's say, because he live mics, so I know that there's, like we saw right here, there's whether he hit the string with a pick or whatever, there's noise there that I don't want to be. All right, so that's all cleaned up. Now I'm going to turn the groups off, and I'm going to remove all of the empty sections. All right. Got all that. And that should do it. All right, we can go right here. All right, we got a piece here, piece there, right there, right there. See, there's a little spike there and right here. So again, these are things that I want to make sure are not going to be part of the mix. All right, and that's it. All right, so we got clean now. So these guitars are all set up. All right, so now I'm going to solo the VCA. What the VCA does is it basically it's a quick way to isolate the guitars. So now my guitars are soloed. All right. First thing I do is go to my guitar bus, and I like to put a low pass, or I'm sorry, a high pass filter on my on basically all my instruments. So I'm using the Outsourced EQ here, excellent EQ. I'm going to use the distorted guitar preset, and I'm going to take out the low frequencies, and I'm going to add some air up top. Here we go. Give that a listen. Yes, I like that. So that's on the actual guitar bus itself. All right. So let's go back up to the guitars. Let's bring in the whole mix. Hear what we got there. Good. My verse coming up right here.
I'm spiraling down. I'm out of control. I'm falling through. And into the it's such a strange sense.
All right, so we've got our arpeggiated guitar, and then we've got a power chord guitar. So let's just isolate. Again, let's go into our, so we'll hit solo on our VCA, our guitar VCA, so I can balance these out. In the mix.
It's such a strange sensation. I'm becoming
Okay. One more time.
it's such a strange sensation. I'm becoming it's such a wrong
All right, okay, so here, this is the second verse. Basically what we got here is, there is it sounds like he put in a lead melody. Yep. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to duplicate this track. Pull this down. All right. Pan this center. And this is going to be a just a guitar lead. All right. And this is going to go to a separate, it's going to go to a guitar lead bus. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to process this differently. This is a lead, so I want it to be able to stand out from all the other guitars. All right, so here's my guitar bus. Slide the guitar lead bus right under it. Command solo. Solo saves it. And let's go back up and let's hear what we got to work with here. I got an idea. All right, I am going to get creative. All right. So first, let's do this. Let's do right. So we just reversed our guitar. We're good with that. Now I'm going to add some reverb to it. Let's see, what do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Yeah, it's what we want. Yeah, here we go. It's going to be great. Awesome. All right, now I want this to go to a new track. This is going to be an audio track, and this is going to be our lead guitar reverse verb. This is going to go to the lead guitar bus we just created. We're going to stay center panned, and I'm going to record and enable it, and I'm going to start tracking. All right. Now I want to take this, I want to reverse it again. Yep. That's what we want. Let's go back to our original guitar and mute it. And let's just give this a listen. So, in the mix. Let me go into slip mode. I'm going to slide this forward just a little bit. So let's take our original guitar, make that inactive. Let's go and put in some EQ. We'll go to our distorted lead guitar preset. We will put in our clean filter. We will add some body. This is 300 hertz. We'll give it a little boost there. We will also add a little bit of 700 to thicken this up. Without. With. Awesome. Liking that. All right, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and add an effect bus. So let's go to, we're going to route it to a new track. It's going to be a stereo aux input. I'm going to call this lead guitar effects 1. Just keep that right there. I put my effects down here, color code it to the blue, route it to my submix, solo safe it. That's actually the wrong blue. Or is it? There we go. All right, and then let's see what we can find here. Let's go with let's try this. So let's do
It's a harsh reality when I'm in
one more time. A couple more dB with that. Make sure it works good in the mix there. Very good. All right, so then we got a chorus here. I'm fine with that. What's going on there? So this should all be good because this is just a repeat of the chorus.
It's such a strange sensation. I'm becoming
Going into enabling my group, slip mode.
It's such a strange sensation. I'm becoming one. And with this desolation, now I am so
Now let's see what we got down here with these melody guitars. These are the only things I haven't listened to yet. All right, let's isolate guitars there. All right, I am going to send these to Valhalla. Not literally, just in the mix, and add some of my delay to them. And I'm going to listen to one real quick to see how it sounds. All right, I'll duplicate that over, liking that. In the mix. That rides out. Okay, very good. All right, yeah, not too bad. All right, let's do a little bus compression. Let's see, guitar bus. We already got the Air EQ on it. Right after it, we will go with. Let's see, the gray. We will use the gray from the top. sounds good. I'm going to go back to the lead guitar section, which is in verse 2, right here. And I'm going to do a little bit of work on that guitar. All right, yeah, I'm digging it. Digging it. Like what's going on there. All right, so that's about all I'm going to do with that. There is a section at the end of the song where I don't have the tracks for it yet. It is going to be a lead guitar solo that is going to be over this section here as it rides out. So. Right there. There'll be a guitar solo over that, so I don't have that yet. But anyway, so that's about it. So again, we got a situation where we were doing a file share project online, and we sent a mix of the song to someone we work with, and they send us back tracks, and we want to get them into the session and make it sound like it was all recorded in the same room. We don't want there to be a drop in quality, so it's important before you even get started, you let the people that you're working with know the sample rate of the session, your tempo, the key of the song, get them a chord chart if necessary. Any tools that they, or any information that they may need to where when they get in the room, all they're doing is listening and then reacting to it. They're not having to stop what they're doing, get on the phone with you, email you, text you, whatever it is, to get an answer to something. You want to give them too much information so that they're saying, oh, you know what? The way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to go to the studio, I'm going to pull in their track, I'm going to input this information that they gave me onto the song, and I'm going to plug in my guitar or vocals or synths or whatever it is that you're having them do, and they're going to start recording right away. And they're not going to have to think about anything because you have taken all the possible questions that they could ask, and you've already provided an answer. That's important. That gets you what you want back faster. So this was a great quality guitar track that was sent. So there was very little plugins that were needed. EQ and compression were used moderately. I did not have to go deep into it. I could go onto each guitar track and put in a high-pass filter. I could go onto each guitar track and put a compressor on it, but these tracks look pretty well recorded. You can see there's just by looking at them, there is not a lot of peaks or anything on these. They were pretty. They were already compressed going in, so all I had to do was pretty much drop them into the session, make sure that they fell right onto my timeline, and that was it. I was able to get creative with one part where we heard a separate section right here. We created like a reversed reverb guitar on it to make it sound like it was like being swelled. I like doing stuff like that, make some kind of ambient kind of feel there. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. There was a million and one different things we could have done here. I wanted to show you guys a real quick down and dirty way to get guitars that you didn't record in your studio to fit into a mix that you've already pretty much started working on, and get it to lay in there like it sounds like it was recorded in your room. If you have any questions about this or any other thing that I've done, then by all means, drop a comment or a question in the comment section below, or you can email me at bbuck822@gmail.com. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. One final thing I just thought about. This song was run through the Soundcraft console for the prior mixing. So let's do that now before we go on. Let's take our effects, route them to 1112. Let's do drum bus 1 2, bass 3 4, orchestra 5 6, synth 7 8, vocals 9 10, and guitar lead are going to go to 13 14. 13 14, let's move them up, send them to, they're going to go to tracks, or they're going to go to group bus 1 2. Let's make sure, okay, USB return is on. Our EQ, alright. Let's get over here to our aux. From the top. Awesome. Sounds great. I want to hear how it sounds when the chorus comes up.